We were very proud of our music, and Lazy Eyes, the first single we released, had done well. And we, having played for a while, felt like we could put on a good show, and we were proud to have done that. It's always difficult though, because you know, to gauge people's reception across the borders is quite tough, and I think the biggest priority for us as a group has always been that we enjoy it, and if we're able to enjoy it properly ourselves, then we can convey that to the audience, and they receive that well and they give that back, which is the joy, I think, for us playing live.
Initially, when we started playing, I guess it was for fun. And Sky always says that I joined the band. I was having a lull when I joined the band. And somewhat he is right, because I joined the band because these were three of my best friends. It was just fun to play with them. But yeah, I guess, you know, we started seeing that we had something a bit more than just your usual band, I guess.
I think the nice thing about all of us is that none of us are too precious about something. So if, for example, Sky has an idea for a vocal line, then I can sing it and we can try it out, or Peter has an idea with a bass, or whatever the situation may be. Like if someone has an idea, they bring it forward, and then we work together as a group to turn it into a song. We have a raging debate between the definition of what a song is and what an idea is.
And what our genre
is. But it's collaborative because we're all really good friends.
I definitely think we play a very interesting mix of music. It's definitely not indie, but it's not shoegaze. It's somewhere in between that. Like John brings a very cool pop element in terms of vocals. Sky's guitar can be quite noisy, but also very pretty and melodic. I think Peter and I are quite like sort of very like primal in our rhythmical approach to things, and I think it makes a very interesting like mix when it all comes together.
I think what helps is like we also have a very wide taste in music, all of us. So like Keenan mostly has played in metal bands, and he's kind of been interested in the heavier side of music, but he also, and we already like everything from hip hop to classical music to metal. So I think that really helps.
We've been doing music for the more than half of our lives. I think what we want to do is take it to the highest level possible. So the opportunities we face is that maybe the style of music that we play here is not that accessible to, like, I know your standard fan of music who goes to like Synergy or Rocking Days or something. Sure, they'll have a good time in the moment, but they're not going to go and listen to your music. I guess we want to appeal to people that really care about music, and there's only a handful of those kind of people here. So I guess our challenge is how do we get overseas? How do we appeal to the people who's going to appreciate our kind of music?
Personally, I feel that one of the challenges is there's not a lot of venues that you can play at. There's not a lot of opportunities for really cool gigs in places with great sound. We haven't played many other places, and sometimes you kind of feel like you would like to kind of expand and get to reach new audiences as well. So yeah, lack of live venues would be my biggest challenge.
I think that the biggest challenge for being a musician in South Africa, for me, is sustainability. Can I choose to work as a musician, as an artist or whatever, and actually make ends meet and make it work?
And not make Afrikaans music.
And not make Afrikaans music. Which is a genuine question, particularly given like people's buying cultures with music globally, not even just here. And that speaks to a local scene that produces enough, and a local community that supports music enough. But I think the cool thing about it is that with the internet and like global culture being what it is, local scenes, where before like you played in Cape Town and it was confined to Cape Town, you have groups and collectives now who are putting things out, like Petite Noir or a whole bunch of different artists like Spook Matambo, Phantasma, like that whole thing. And there have been a few artists who've managed to break that wall because of our global culture. So locally there's a weird sense of confinement in terms of what you can do, but the global outlook is flattened compared to what it was maybe 20 years ago. It's very easy, like in today's world, to get caught up with what everyone else is doing, looking at how people are doing things and trying to imitate. I think innovation means putting constraints on your creativity and saying, well, I'm not going to make use of this, and I'm not going to work off that platform. I'm going to say, these are my rules, these are my restrictions, and within those restrictions I'm going to come up with something creative that belongs to me. So I think that with us, everything is a product of us as a group.